Hey everyone, today we are going to discuss if humans controlled time and what is the science behind time travel. What if I told you, time isn't what you think it is? That every second you've ever lived, your past, your future, every decision might still exist, frozen somewhere in the fabric of the universe? And what if, one day, humans could control it? Suppose clocks melting like in Salvador Dali's painting, fast montage, Einstein's face, black holes, astronauts, and digital clocks spinning backward. So today we're diving into one of the most mind-bending questions in science. If humans could control time, how would time travel actually work? This isn't just science fiction, it's real physics. Einstein, quantum mechanics, wormholes, everything that makes reality itself bend and twist in ways we can barely imagine. So sit back, because by the end of this video, your understanding of time will never be the same again. The illusion of time. We think of time as a straight line. Past, present, future. You wake up, live your day, go to sleep. Tomorrow follows today. Simple. But physics tells a different story. Einstein proved that time isn't universal. It's relative. That means your clock and my clock don't always agree. Imagine two twins. One stays on Earth, the other boards a spaceship and travels near the speed of light. When the traveling twin comes back, he's younger, maybe by years. This isn't fantasy, it's been tested. Astronauts on the International Space Station experience time slightly slower than us. It has just a few milliseconds, but it has proof. Time can stretch and bend. Einstein called this the fabric of spacetime. Think of it like a trampoline. When you place a heavy object like a planet on it, the surface bends. Now smaller objects roll around that dip. That's gravity. But here's the twist. When space-time bends, time itself bends with it. And if you could bend it enough, you could make time loop, twist, or even reverse. Section 1. The science of time travel. Let's start with something scientists agree on. Time travel to the future is 100% possible. It's not magic, it's physics. It's called time dilation, and it happens when you move at relativistic speeds, close to the speed of light. Einstein's equation tells us, the faster you move, the slower time passes for you. So, if you boarded a spaceship traveling at 99.99% the speed of light, spent 1 year in space, and returned, decades, maybe centuries, would have passed on Earth. You'd have literally traveled into the future. It's called the twin paradox, a real tested idea in relativity. So traveling forward in time, absolutely possible. But going backward, that's where the universe gets tricky. Section 2. Can we go back in time? Einstein-US equations don't need to forbid traveling to the past, but they make it incredibly complicated. Enter the concept of wormholes, tunnels through space-time. In theory, a wormhole connects two distant points, maybe even two different times. If you move one end of the wormhole at near light speed and leave the other still, time at each end runs differently. Now imagine stepping into the slower end and emerging from the faster one. You'd walk into the past. This idea was seriously explored by physicist Kip Thorne, who also advised on Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. But there's a catch. Wormholes are unstable. They collapse instantly. To keep one open, you'd need negative energy, a mysterious substance that, so far, we've only seen hints of in quantum experiments. Without it, any attempt to step through would destroy the traveler and the tunnel. So for now, wormholes remain a beautiful, terrifying possibility, but not yet reality. Section 3. The paradox problem. Let's assume, just for a moment, that we could travel back in time. What happens next? That's where we hit one of the biggest problems in all of physics. the grandfather paradox. If you go back in time and prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, would you even exist to go back? This isn't just philosophy, it's math. Einstein's equations break when paradoxes appear, so physicists propose something called the Novikov self-consistency principle. It says, yes, you can go back, but whatever you do must already be part of history. You can't change the past, you can only fulfill it. In other words, time might be self-correcting. But then there's another theory. What if changing the past creates a new universe? That's the multiverse theory. Every decision, every possibility spawns a new timeline. If you change something in the past, you don't rewrite history. You just create a new one. So, maybe you can't destroy your own existence, but you might end up in a universe where you never existed in the first place. Section 4. The Quantum Connection. Here's where things get even weirder. Quantum physics, the science of the very small, plays by its own rules. There's an experiment called the delayed choice quantum eraser, where particles seem to make decisions that affect the past. Imagine this. You shoot a photon, a particle of light, through a setup where it can take two paths. You decide later which path to observe, and somehow, your later decision affects what happened earlier. This is called retrocausality. It suggests that, on a microscopic level, information might travel backward in time. Not humans, not spaceships, but data, signals. And if we ever learn to control that, quantum time messaging might become real. Imagine sending a message to your past self or preventing an accident seconds before it happens. It is not science fiction. Researchers are already testing time-symmetric quantum theories that allow information to move both ways. But to make humans time travel physically, that would require manipulating every single particle in your body simultaneously through spacetime. The energy needed would be beyond comprehension. Section 5. What if humans controlled time? Let's imagine we did it. We built a time machine. We learned to control the very flow of time itself. What would that mean for humanity? At first, it sounds amazing. We could fix every mistake, stop wars before they start, save lives before they're lost. But think deeper. If humans could rewind and alter history, there'd be no meaning to choice, no real cause and effect. Every action could be undone, rewritten, erased. Time travel wouldn't just change physics, it would destroy the concept of free will. And who decides what gets changed? If a few powerful people could control time, they could rewrite history to their advantage, over and over again. It would be the ultimate weapon. Not bombs, not AI, but control over time itself. So maybe, just maybe, nature keeps time travel out of reach for a reason. Section 6. The Edge of Physics. Right now, scientists at places like CERN and Caltech are exploring the edges of space-time, looking for tiny cracks in reality where time might not behave normally. Physicists like Stephen Hawking believe that nature protects its timeline with something called the chronology protection conjecture. In simple words, the laws of physics won't let paradoxes happen. If you try to mess with time, reality stops you. Still, Hawking also admitted that quantum gravity, the unified theory of everything, might change everything we know. And in that unknown, time might not be what we think it is. Some theories, like loop quantum gravity, say time doesn't flow at all. It's just an illusion created by change. Others say time might emerge from quantum entanglement, meaning without interaction, time itself wouldn't exist. If that's true, controlling time isn't about building a machine. It's about understanding the code that runs the universe. Section 7. A glimpse into the future. Fast forward a few centuries. Imagine scientists unlock quantum space-time. We create a machine that bends the fourth dimension, just like we bend light today. Maybe it starts small, a few seconds into the future, then minutes, then years. Soon, humanity can skip forward, observe history, even rewind personal timelines. Life becomes infinite replay. But here's the question: would we still live? Would we still feel the present moment if the past and future were both open windows? Maybe the real beauty of life lies in time's one-way arrow, in the fact that every moment we live will never come again. Because without that, we lose meaning, urgency, and purpose. Section 8. The philosophy of time. Visual sunset. A clock's hands slowly fade into the horizon. Every civilization has tried to understand time. From ancient Mayans to modern physicists, everyone asks the same question: what is time? Einstein once said, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion." It means that maybe everything that has ever happened or will happen exists right now, just in different slices of the same cosmic loaf. So maybe time travel isn't about moving through time, but seeing the whole picture at once. If humans ever learned to control that, we wouldn't just travel through time. We'd become timeless. Section 9. Conclusion. The human factor. So, can we travel through time? Yes. Forward, definitely. Backward, maybe, if the universe allows it. But should we? Every law of nature, every paradox, every equation seems to whisper the same thing. Some powers aren't meant to be controlled. Because the truth is, we already travel through time. Every second, every heartbeat, we move one step into the future. And maybe that's the most precious form of time travel we'll ever need. The real magic isn't in changing time, it's in living it. If you made it this far, you're already part of the rare group that truly questions reality. So here's your challenge. Every day, treat your present as the most valuable moment in the universe. Because no matter how advanced we become, no machine, no physics, no wormhole will ever bring this moment back again. Visual. Text on screen. Time is the one resource we can't recycle. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit the like button to support thoughtful content. Subscribe for more explorations into science, space, and mystery, and tell me in the comments, if you could control time for just 1 minute, what would you do? And remember, time waits for no one, but knowledge lets us chase it.